Hey guys, it's your girl Beauty with Mika. So I am here to give you guys my best of 2021 makeup. I know I didn't do one last year, but I definitely wanted to get a video out this year because you guys know I used a ton of makeup last year thanks to Shop My Stash, and thank you guys for supporting that series. You guys now have requested I bring it back for 2022, but I went through, and if I had to like really just use some things, grab my favorites, these are all my favorites for 2021. And honestly, I think I did really good as far as like picking and really like looking at stuff like, no, I actually love these things for 2021. I know there was a ton of new releases. Makeup was completely different last year versus this year. A lot of things you guys will see, even when I pulled it, I was like, yeah, I could see where my trends were going with that. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, you guys, so there will be a part 2 to this best of series. I'm gonna do skincare in a separate video because I don't have a lot of skincare compared to makeup. So for foundations, honestly you guys, I have 4 foundations. The first one is the Nars Soft Matte Foundation. I'm in the shade New Calderon. Love this foundation. I took this foundation with me on both my trips to Texas and Atlanta just to try it out in different climates. And when I tell you guys, this is like a go-to. Like hands down, Nars did their thing with this one this year. Another foundation that I am in love with, and Sephora has definitely been stepping their game up. This is the Sephora Best Skin Ever foundation. I'm in the shade 59N. I definitely have a more of a neutral undertone. You guys can see I love this. This gives you more of a skin-like, no makeup type of look. Like, girl, you could throw this on, do your brows, and you're good, even if you don't want to wear makeup. But I really did like this for 2021. Another one that you guys have definitely seen me talk about, and I wear this during the summertime, girl. This is like my summer go-to foundation. I was skeptical when they brought this out. This is the Fenty Eavesdrop Blurring Skin Tint. You can wear this any time of the year, to be honest with you guys. I completely love this. I'm in the shade 21. Fenty really did their thing with this year. Last year, I will say that. So definitely make sure if you guys are not, get your hands on this one. Now, another one that I have not talked about on my channel a lot, but this was actually gifted to me, or a friend recommended this. This is the Lip Bar Just a Tint 3-in-1 Tinted Skin Conditioner. This has an SPF of 11 and has hyaluronic acid. This is one of those skin tint, skin-like foundations where it's like, girl, when I'm getting on work calls and stuff and I really just don't have the time to do a build up of my makeup look, I throw this on, do a quick brow, and it gives me that skin look where it looks like that I'm just wearing something, but it's not like too much. So like, it gives me a light little coverage look that I want, and I'm noticing that skin tint or even skin tint, natural radiant foundations, those are really my go-to when it gets hot in LA. All right, so those are the foundations. Let's talk about concealers, girl, because I have 5 concealers over here. So the first one is the Hourglass concealer in the shade Mocha. I know Hourglass has had their run-of-the-mill with not definitely giving out more diverse skin tones, but this concealer is good. It's hard for me to find a actual foundation shade in the Hourglass, and I will say that. So they definitely need to step their game up, but I gotta give credit where credit is due. This concealer is really good. Another concealer, this is a repurchase actually, and I used this so much that I didn't think I would have purchased it again. This is the Fenty concealer. This is a Pro FILT'R Instant Retouch Concealer in the shade 450. I am the shade 450 across all Fenty's concealers and foundations, and I will tell you guys, this I actually did miss, so I went on and repurchased it when Fenty actually had a Black Friday sale. Another concealer that is new to me, my friends have told me to try it out, and I was kind of like, I don't know if I really want to go towards that brand. This is the One Size concealer from Patrick Starrr. This is Touch Up the Bar. It's a butter silk concealer. I'm in the shade Deep 2. I will say go in store to actually find your One Size foundation concealer. I went in store. I do have the powder, so I will give you guys a thorough review on that. But this concealer, Patrick Starrr knows what he's doing. He's definitely been studying makeup for a very long time, so I will give credit to him for that, because when he did the matte collaborations, everyone went crazy over it, and I was like, I gotta get the powder. I missed out, but I definitely am happy that my friends convinced me to give this collection a try, because girl, it's really good. So a lot of anything that definitely new releases from this line, I'm definitely gonna give it more of a try. Another concealer, and I'm glad Sephora brought this back, is the Sephora Bright Future Gels Concealer. Sephora took these away. I don't think they reformulated, but they definitely took these away and then brought them back, which I'm happy about. I am in the shade 16, and this is Pot of Cream. I know I have the shade 15 also. These are really good. These are the same formulas as I can remember. A little bit of it goes a long way. It doesn't, I mean, the Sephora brand in general as far as complexion products has really stepped up last year. And another one you guys have heard me talk about always, this is one of my tried and trues. Doesn't disappoint me. It gives me that look. I could wear this as a foundation. Is the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Sculpting Concealer. This is a super coverage in the shade Toffee. Toffee is, and I always have to do this. So Toffee is my natural shade, and then Chestnut is more of my highlight shade. And yes, I have two, girl, because this is really, really good. So that is it for concealers. Let's go on to brows. Now brows, you guys know, I really didn't have a lot of brow products. The one brow that I did go ahead and repurchase is the Huda Beauty Micro Shade Brow Pencil. I'm in the shade Rich Brown. I had to purchase two of these. For this price, I actually don't mind repurchasing, but this brow pencil goes hella quick. So I will tell you that in advance. You go through this pencil in like probably a month and a half, especially if you're using it consistently every day. But the price is like $17, so I'm kind of like, I would go in and actually repurchase this even without discount, but I did purchase two during the sale. Another brow pencil you guys have heard me talk about, and I fell in love with my brows more using this. This is the Benefits Precisely My Brow Pencil. This is in shade 4.5. Girl, I have so many backups of this wizard thing. Like, if Benefits knows they're good on their brows, do not discontinue this. Something else that I recently fell in love with, and I told you guys about it last year, was the Sephora retractable brow pencil. I have the shade Chocolate Brown. Yeah, Chocolate Brown number 8. You guys know a friend recommended this to me, and when she told me about it, I was like, okay, I'm gonna try it. So I tried it out earlier last year, and then girl, I went immediately to get 4 more. I gave this recently to my hairstylist, and she is in love with it. The price is inexpensive. It's only $12. I love it. Like, hands down, this is good. Now, something you guys know I've recently been doing to carve out my brows is the Anastasia Pro Pencil. This was a Kyra Knox recommendation. I love this. I use it to carve out my brows. I'm not a big fan of like doing the concealer and carving out, but this is just one of those quick, easy, give a little highlight under my brows. That's what I love about it. So shout out to Kyra Knox for talking about that. All right, so for mascaras, there was only 2 mascaras that I really loved. I used mascaras, but I wasn't in love with mascara. I feel like mascaras are all kind of like the same right now, and I know what brush tip that I like. So for that, this is the e.l.f. Lash It Out Loud Volumizer Mascara. I actually really like this because of the brush. I have learned over the years what brush tip actually works better for my lashes when I definitely want that defined look and give that natural volume to my lashes. That one does it for me. Here's the Urban Decay Perversion Mascara. Y'all know I have talked about this over and over. I had a travel size and fell in love with it, and I have 2 backups in my collection. And this is definitely a good mascara. If you're looking for a good mascara, those 2 hands down I would recommend, and I love them. Alright, so let's go on to some setting powders. I only have 3 setting powders. The first one is the Sephora Translucent Setting Powder. This recently came out last year. I love it. A trick that I do, and that's why I'm not showing you guys, is I actually take the toppers off, the little dispense things off, the shifters. I pop those off because it's just easier for me to get into the setting powder and use it the way I want. This is my first one. I know I'm going to run out of this sucker because I was using it heavily last year. Another one that I fell in love with is the Danessa Myricks. Shout out to my girl Kay here on Instagram. She gives me the best recommendations. If you guys are not following Kay, I'll go ahead and insert her Instagram page down below. But I was actually skeptical about which evolution powder for Danessa Myricks to get. And she was like, get the number 3. So when she told me that, I fell in love with it. This is the Anastasia Myricks number 3. This melts into your skin. It's like butter. It does not give me that yellow cast or anything. Girl, I got addicted to this like a lot. So this would definitely be a repurchase. Something that I wanted to give a tried and true, a retry, is the Huda Beauty setting powder. This is her Easy Bake Loose setting powder. This, a long time ago, had a smell. It has a slight smell now, but it's not as heavy, and it doesn't like fade or, you know, like just linger into the air like it normally has. I got the shade Cinnamon Bun. I really do like this. I wanted to give this shot a try out because I seen Jackie Aina use this product, and I was like, so I went on and gave it a try, and I really do like it. All right, now let's go on to contours. So for contours, the Danessa Myricks, again, my friend Kay told me to I was like, I gotta get this. I gotta get this. This is what I'm wearing now, and this gives you that black girl contour sculpt but natural, where it's not too like boom, like you can't tell that I've contoured or warmed up my skin. This is definitely good. I will say you definitely need a light hand. If you're wondering, I'm in the shade Deep. Danessa Myricks knows what she's doing with just her complexion products. I'm like, girl, like you are bringing those photos to life, and you're telling women how we can just wear our makeup and still look naturally beautiful without having all those filters on camera and whatnot. Another contour that you guys know, I pulled this out from Shop My Stash, and I was really gonna give this up, is the Huda Beauty Tantour. I'm in the shade Tan. I know it sounds crazy by the names, but girl, I'm in the shade Tan. This is what it looks like. I'm almost about to hit pan on it. This hasn't dried out. I've had this for at least over about a year, and it hasn't dried out. A little bit of this goes a long way. This gives me that look that I want, and I'm so in love with it. Now, last but not least, the Juvia's Place Bronzy in Dark. Girl, I picked up this one, dark and deep, and this was just like a go-to for me. I really did like this. Juvia's Place, hands down, really stepped up their game last year, so I definitely say give them a try. Now let's go on to blushes. I'm not really a blush person. I have a drawer full of blushes, but I feel like I'm good. Like if blushes came out, that's not the first thing I actually purchase every time blushes come out. I feel like their shades are always the same. Every shade always looks the same. Every brand is pretty much doing the same shade, especially for women of color. I'm like, can y'all give us some new shades? So with that, I only have 4 blushes that I actually went to. This one is from BH Cosmetics. This is the Charlotte Marshmallow Truffle. I got this off of the Ulta website, and these are just 4 colors that I pretty much like. They did come out with other shades, but this one was one where I was like, okay, I like you. And the quality is really good. Juvia's Place came out with some blushes too, you guys. I'm telling y'all, Juvia's Place was in it. Juvia's Place was in my pockets last year. So with that, they came out with their Blush Rouge Volume 1. I also have Volume 2. Volume 1 seems, I have Volume 1 and Volume 2. Volume 2 seems to be more for your lighter skin tones. I could still wear it, but Volume 1 was definitely one. I love these corals and these pinks. I always feel like they're so beautiful against my skin tone. Now, it was 2 blushes that did come out, and I wasn't disappointed. I was giving this brand a try. It was the Huda Beauty Glow-ish blushes. These are $20. So I picked up the shade Berry Juicy. That's what that looks like. And I picked up the shade Charming Cherry. And I wore both of these towards the end of last year. Ooh. I wore both of these towards the end of last year. I will say the quality, the pigmentation, everything looks so good against the skin. Hands down, you like, girl, best of. Now let's go on to some highlighters. Now I will tell you guys, highlighters was definitely a thing for me, but it was more like, like I put it on, and again, everybody is still coming out with these same highlighter colors and shades that I'm like, okay, that I'm definitely like, okay, you know what? I'm kind of good on my highlighters. I know what I like. I have what I like. I know what I want. I still have a lot of my Becca highlighters that are like my go-tos. But the Danessa Myricks, girl, the Dewy Wet Balm, when I tell y'all, y'all know, I grabbed this last thing up. This was the last one in the Sephora stores, and I grabbed this up. This gives you that, ooh, it's like that pow, like that photographic, like it looks like that you basically touched up your face using this highlighter, but it gives that just wham bam, like, girl, you see me, you could see that glow. I completely, yeah, I'm telling y'all, y'all could tell where certain products, I was definitely spending my money on certain brands, and I was not disappointed. So the last 2, well, I have 4. The Pat McGrath. So Pat McGrath, y'all already know, Auntie Pat, she stay in all of our pockets. I don't know about y'all, but she always in my pockets. This one is her Divine Glow highlighter in Golden Necker. I believe this was probably one of her first ones, and girl, I had to take this out of my Shop My Stash. This definitely was a hit for me last year. Love it. It's definitely soft. Since then, I was happy that she recently came out with a new holiday highlighter, and this one is a Sublime highlighter in Luna Nude. It is currently available on the Sephora website. For a while, it was not available on the Sephora website, and I mean, I didn't get disappointed. I really love this. And when I tell you guys, like, Pat McGrath, she knows what she's doing too. Like, she knows how to, you know, test the waters a little bit, give you a little bit. But I will say that the quality of everything that I have used so far, I've never been disappointed. Now, Dior. Shout out to my girl Kay's Way here on YouTube. Kay told me about this, and I was like, I don't need it. But Kay was like, girl, you got to get it. So, okay, I picked it up. This is Dior Backstage Glow Face palette, I got mine in Glitz number 2. Girl, this gives you summer, winter, spring, and fall. And I said it, and it does what it does. Like, that's what I'm saying. As far as highlighters go, you know what works for you, that you don't need to have so many highlighters. So I'm only sticking to like certain ones and not overbuying. Highlighters and blushes, I definitely feel like it's like repetitive colors all over again. Like, everyone wants to have blushes and highlighters to their collection, but they all look like the same colors or same shades, and I'm like, why would I purchase you compared to what I already have? You feel me? All right, so let's go on to setting sprays, because we're almost done, and then we have lip products. There was only 2 setting sprays that I love. This is the One Size Mattifying Waterproof Setting Spray. Girl, this is a travel size, and I'm definitely gonna purchase the full size. Get your hands on it. I'm telling you, the One Size brand, shout out to my friends, because when they told me to try this out, I was like, okay, like, I'm gonna try it. But I'm currently wearing this down. My makeup does not leave. It does not move. The shine wear, and I have combo oily skin. Girl, this is good. Another one, and I recently purchased 2 of the travel size during the Sephora fall sale. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. This is party all night, stay all day. I took this to Atlanta. I took this to New York. I like to test my makeup, especially when it says all day, all wear, 16-hour wear. I'm taking those to those hot climates. So when I traveled last year, girl, this is what I wore, and I was fine. My makeup looked really good. I didn't touch up, and I'm not the person to really touch up their makeup during the day, because I don't get out a lot. Y'all already know with the panorama, ain't nobody really getting out as much, but I still want to obviously set my foundation. So this is definitely a good one. I plan to purchase a full size of this once I get done with the travel sizes. All right, so let's go on to lip products, because I know y'all thinking just because we're wearing a mask, we can't wear lip products, but I still want to have a lip product. So I fell in love with the NYX Butter Glosses. I picked up a lot of nudes. I noticed looking down that I fell in love with a lot of nudes. So I definitely had to go, you know what, you need to use some color, girl. Because I was comfortable with nudes, and I was definitely comfortable with a gloss. So with that, here's 3 of the NYX Butter Glosses. This one is in the shade Madeline. This one is Praline, and this one is Tiramisu. So these were my top, and I was fine with them. Now, quick for like, if y'all see me on a work call, girl, like I was putting on some lip glosses, it was the Fenty glosses. And I keep these in my desk because I work from home. So I picked up, let's see, Fussy is hands down one of my #1 go-tos. Like, I could wear a neutral eye and I would grab Fussy, and I would actually travel with any of these. This one is Champagne Stamp Fantasy. She recently came out with a lot of more new shades, so I picked that one up. And then these cream ones, girl, these cream ones are definitely like, you gotta try them out. Now I will say some of the shades I did not pick up because I was like, not all shades gonna work for me. But these are the 2 favorites for me. This one is Honey Waffle, and this one is Cookie. No, what is it? Cookie Jar. So yeah, the Fenty's you can never go wrong with if you just want a quick look. Now, I did go ahead and explore out of the box, and I went to Ulta and I picked up the Maybelline Lifter glosses. These have hyaluronic acid in them. I definitely plan to purchase 2 more because they came out with some deeper tones. I picked up the shade Stone and Topaz, and this is what they look like. So that is it for all my favorites for best of 2021 as far as makeup goes. You guys will see a separate video showing you guys all my best of skincare. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys tried any of these products, your thoughts on anything I should try for the new year, any brands that you guys want me to expand on or give you guys looks on. Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget the thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe. Hello to all my new subscribers. I hope you guys are having a very, very happy new year, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Stay blessed. Bye.